In the back rooms, in the back rooms. What is this? Why, hello there, everyone. It's actually I'm Mr. Mobile, not the Backrooms game. I know it's very realistic looking until you've seen this blob of goo. But today's video is going to be about what I'd love to see in next season's creative mode. Now, of course, this season, we did get a bunch of devices and galleries, and for some reason, the imposter stuff, when they got rid of imposters, we did get waterfalls, very awesome. We've been asking for those for ages. One of the coolest ones I thought was, of course, the color picker. We can literally just do new this season. Bam, look at that. We got giant mushrooms, a random cuddle tree thing, these things that aren't used for almost anything, festival gallery, the Aurora Borealis stuff, sideways tree, the brand new tilted tower stuff. I use the kitchen things in this all the time. Bamboo, yeah. We did get quite a few devices as well. Man, they are like all blue and all 2D except for these two. Wow, that's horrible. Ugh. Please give us some other colored ones next season, please. Thank you. But next up, we did get, of course, a lot of new weapons. Love that. Ripsaw. Consumables, we didn't get much. We only got the ice creams this season, which sucks. But still, 1 second chug. But as you can tell by today's title, we're going to be talking about what I would love to see in next season. Now, of course, we're going to want to see that there Creative 2.0, or at least maybe some sort of sign up right here, get yourself a free password to unlock the servers to Creative 2.0 and something or another. But besides Creative 2.0, what else would I like to expect? Now, I'm not going to be going over a lot of leaked devices and stuff because they're leaked devices. They're obviously going to come out at some point, I hope. But in the background, I am just going to be working on a map for Goo Tag, so you can watch it if you want. If you don't want any spoilers, go ahead. You can just leave my amazing voice in the background. How you doing, people in the background? But let's get started. So, something which of course was leaked a while ago was proximity chat. Man, I need proximity chat in creative mode. Can you imagine Abandoned or Stranded? If you're new here, those are like last year's sort of scary maps for Halloween, where you had to survive in an island and work as a team against the monster. Imagine something like that with voice chat. You'd have to be close to each other to actually hear each other, which would really help on the stay close together, work as a team close together sort of thing. Now, the leaks that brought that up did say it was going to be in the mutator zone, which I think's not a good idea. I think they should just make it a full-on setting. If we go to settings here, you got voice chat, all, none, and team. That's it. What if we had one of those for proximity and team proximity? That would be really, really great. And then, of course, if we had it on a different one, we can then change that inside of the mutator zone. I really think that would be a great option for them to change that, but I really would love to see proximity chat in the next season. Of course, staying on that player experience line, we've got first person, which was, it was also leaked. Yeah, I cannot wait to hopefully do BR in first person. That's gonna be great. Some Call of Duty ripoffs are gonna come out that season or something. But another one that was leaked around same-ish time, a bit later, was VR support. Imagine VR support within Fortnite, or at least Fortnite creative mode. That would be a game changer for maps, and I think that would just be pretty amazing to actually have that. Now, onto actual devices which aren't so player experience related. I would absolutely love to see the device that is at the minute developer only, where we can give our maps custom loot. I mean, come on now, we've been asking for this for years. We have to make some complicated systems, or even just put this into ad chest and it only spawns in that item. Come on now. We need some more customization there, and even with this, it's only this chest. We can't change it. It's only that or the common old-fashioned llama. I mean, you don't even move, bro. You're like a goat when it gets scared, you know? The goat's like, "Bah!" and falls on the ground, and you're like, what? I'd love to see some devices as well for maybe things that weren't added to Fortnite Battle Royale. I mean, years ago, way back in Chapter 1, it was leaked that we would get hats for our characters. Some hats were like Durr Burger and all of that. And then I think that was mainly used, instead of giving players actual hats, that was sort of used in things like the John Wick one, where you wore the suit on all characters, which looked real weird on some. Looked real weird. Especially Banana Man. Man, that was weird when they allowed that. Then of course we had the food fight, and you got the tomato on your head and Durr Burger on your head. Rest in peace, food fight. I haven't seen you in decades. But I think creative mode definitely does need some sort of player customization. I know Fortnite or Epic themselves probably don't want to make it so you can change player skins. First of all, we would really need to have something like that where we can change player skins, but maybe it's only available to people with codes. I think people with codes really should have access to other devices, or at least give us some sort of sign up thing. Like, I mean, let's say for an example, the emote device that's leaked, where we can put specific emotes in the players' lockers. I would really love that device for maps that I don't even want emotes in, but it's only a developer. Only a developer device. How wonderful. I'd really love to see a device where we can customize what buttons need to be clicked on certain things. Like if we click Q, it would actually drop our items and stuff from the inventory. We have sort of like a keyboard shaped device or something. And then maybe be another device for controller and another device for mobile. Or else put them all on the same device. Sure, why not? It might, you know, be a lot of options, but yeah, loads of options. Hip hip hooray. We seriously need a version for us creators that makes sort of like little models. I mean, one of them, for example, was a model online that I can't remember who it was, but they had made like a Call of Duty zombies pad thing, and I thought, man, that's awesome. But what if you wanted that? What if someone else made something like that and also wanted to show people it, but didn't know how to really show that they wanted you to see it? What if we had something like Unity has, where we have sort of a list option, and we can go through and we can see different people's builds, and then clicking on that maybe gives that creator some sort of support or a percentage of income or something. I don't know. Man, that just looks weird too. Chair, it's really weird. Anyway, I'd love to see more devices where we can customize the game, such as, I mean, come on now, settings and the camera filters. They are awesome. Why do we not have access to those yet? I mean, come on now. They've been out since almost the start of creative mode, and we can't activate them in certain areas or anything. So they're almost useless. Man, I'm just waiting for something to pop out here on me. Of course, we did get these new devices, like the level instance device, which works. No, that's the level instance device. It's a level loader device. Man, I get very confused with those. But it'd be great if we could somehow be able to randomize the different levels in this, because to make randomized systems, it takes a lot of memory and a lot of channels. You have no idea. Me and a couple others tried to make a randomized sort of system thing. Boy, oh boy, that took up a lot of memory. We didn't even get, I don't think, a quarter of the map done. And it was small. Let me tell you that map was small. Tell me what you think of this piece of sussiness means. There is a meaning behind it, of course. We need more customization with the inventory. I mean, we've got these 5 slots. We can go into, is it settings near the bottom somewhere? We can then change how many slots we have. However, we can only change it up to 5. Could we maybe get more than 5? Maybe an entirely new system here? Can we change what wood is? Could we make it go into the weapon place? We just, as a creator, customization is so minimum for me in a creative mode. I mean, looking for a yellow wall, which sort of went, if we go over here, which, oh come on man, here we go, which was on this side and also on this side, because I mean, I didn't play a lot of background maps, but I've seen a lot of background maps, and they just got 2 walls, very similar, but in the middle, you could see this different wall, and it's because what they've done was got to the same wall and put them slightly together, which made the walls, first of all, very thick. But I also did not like seeing the lines in them, and I had to use this wall. However, this wall is white, and it's actually this big massive thing here, so I actually have to use a sky dome and change the size of it to actually get the shape, size, color, all that good stuff that I actually want and actually need. I'd love to see some more galleries, just like the new primitive shapes, the new customizable trees, the new floors. We really need to get these like customizable floors, but for walls, stairs, man-made structural stuff. We need stuff like that. I mean, if we had, let's say, this wall again, if we had this wall in this gallery, we could go up, click E on it, and change the color of it, or even change the texture of it. Maybe I don't want this texture. We get a window, we get a metal wall, we get a vault door. You know, we don't have to go through galleries here. And I mean, I know a lot of people say search up vault. Oh, it doesn't bring up vault doors. How sad. What if we had it in one device, literally one device, where we could click E on the device, go into change model, search the model up to vault. It would bring up vault with maybe a wee icon or a wee image of what it looks like. You'd click it and that would actually change to it, and it would maybe be bigger, it maybe stay the same size, I'm not too sure there. But you could also change channels, so it would be like, when this channel triggers, transmit or change this object to model 2, and you'd have like different options to model 2, maybe on a different device, such as we have this useless device here, the character device controller, where we can change what models characters have by setting off this device with a channel. What if we had that but for a model? Change this model when this device is triggered by a channel to change it to a completely different model. I think that would be a complete game changer. Of course, another huge one, back to the first person stuff, is other camera viewpoints. I was so excited when they leaked that their focus camera device and the cinematic camera device. I was like, yeah, I can finally change this horrible third person angle. Oh boy, I'm not going down there. That looks like what the entity's meant to be, even though this is not where it is. Man, that's kind of spooky. Why'd it get darker? Oh, there's the entity thing. And of course, I'm going to end it off here with a big, massive ask, and that is being able to either A, get a much bigger map and a lot more memory, which I don't think is going to happen with the memory part, or B, we have some sort of button system or device system that allows a player, let's say, to run up here. Oh look, this is the end of the Backrooms level 0. Okay, it says click E to enter level 1, or jump into it to enter level 1. A device which could be an object or a button or invisible like the button device, and when you click it, touch it, shoot it or whatever, it will change your game to that other level or that other game. Because right now we have, of course, these massive thermal islands, large islands. Can you be quiet? Oh man, I hate that VFX sound. I cannot work with that. But we have these massive worlds. But what happens when we fill up all of the memory and stuff in them and we have to go on to the second one? Now, I've seen some maps actually do it with matchmaking portals, but what if we could set up to Mutator Zone? When someone enters in Mutator Zone, it brings up loading screen 1, and then when it loads, you're putting the next map and it's instantly loaded with you, maybe with the same players, all that stuff. I think that would be really, really good for creative mode, especially for maybe adventure maps, level maps, maybe even platformer maps to new areas, stuff like that. It would just put the games so much together. The only issue I could see arise with this is people putting at the very end a portal that leads you to a world where it's like only their supported creator code, or it's their matchmaking portals all over the place or something like that. So they would have definitely some rules they'd have to, put with that. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there because you know me, I love to go on rants on a bunch of different devices that I'd love to see. And I mean, I could go on for a lot longer, but we're going to leave it there because it's late for me. I've been talking now for 24 minutes. Wow, you're probably going to get an edited down version of this. But I'll see you all in the next one, everybody. Hopefully tomorrow in the back rooms. But we'll see. Goodbye. And tell me what other devices you'd like to see in next season as well. Leaked ones or completely custom ones that you have made up. But I'll see you all in the next one. Subscribe if you thought the same with these devices, or you just find it interesting to listen to. But now I'll go. I think I'll go now. Oh, is this the GUI rooms? Very cool.